On today's episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks, I'm going to be traveling back to the wonderful magical world of Lunar, and I'm going to be taking a look at the recently released remastered collection of Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. Let's dig into it. These remasters are actually remasters of remakes, and what I mean by that is originally these games came out on the Sega CD. And if you're not sure what the Sega CD was, it was one of the first pioneering consoles to have voice acting and have some 3D graphics. It was really something else at the time. Now, I did not own one of these myself, but fast forward to 1999, we really didn't have internet at this point, and so there of course wasn't any way to go to YouTube because YouTube wasn't around yet. So honestly, I'm not entirely sure how we came across the Lunar games, but it may have been through a magazine, it may have been something that we had seen sporadically after playing Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII and really getting into the JRPG scene. And my sister, she's fantastic, and I love that she knew what games to look for. And man, she has some fantastic taste, especially back then with these games that we chose. So we came across these games, and there is actually a limited edition set, and this was so cool, and I'm so kind of bummed that they didn't offer it this time with these remasters. But an actual pendant, you open up this box and it had a pendant, and it had a cloth map, and it had standee characters from the game, and it had an arts booklet and a walkthrough manual. Oh, it was so wonderful. And these complete sets, I'm not sure how much these big sets cost back then, but I want to say they were a little over $100. But now you can actually sell these things on eBay. You can, if you're trying to find original copies of these limited editions, they're going for over $300. And it is amazing to me that those prices have skyrocketed, because honestly I can tell you that the reason why is that there was so much packed into that, and gamers worldwide are missing that touch with new releases. We want the instruction manuals, we want the cloth map. We don't want to pay $300 for all this. We want to pay maybe $100. But it was a different time back then. I'm so glad I lived through that time, because I got to experience all this glory. What do these games have to offer for the people who have played Lunar in the past? Well, there's some excellent quality of life changes in these games. Having played through probably about an hour of the first game, I can tell you there is such a great difference in what's being offered here. In the battles, you can actually choose to speed up the action, and I can tell you one of the drawbacks of the originals was that the battles were super slow. You would have to stay in a battle for at least 5 minutes, because what happens is your character actually moves from one part of the battle map to the other part, and in some cases the battle map is so long that when you do one action, that action is only going to take you about halfway across, and then you have to act again, and your character kind of moves around the enemies, and that can be strategic with what you're doing, whether you hit the enemy on the back or the front, and kind of avoid some of the area attacks that they have. But this is such a welcome addition to players that are used to the originals. On top of that, you actually have a wonderful updated inventory system with the items that you can use. So before, you kind of had that thing where every character had their own inventory, and you had to, in order for one character to use the item, you had to actually transfer it to another character. You don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. Don't worry about it. Null, the flying cat, has all of the items you're gonna need, and all you have to do is equip your new sword, your new slingshot, your hats, your shoes, whatever accessories you have. That is so well needed, and I'm so glad that the Gung-Ho and Game Arts, the developers, they actually implemented those changes. And one more thing I want to say is that the anime cutscenes are actually redrawn in most cases, and they look stupendous. They are so breathtaking. If you compare those to the original is very pixelated and kind of blurry in a lot of places, and in this time, no, it is looking beautiful. So what a change. I'm so glad they put the work into that to make these really stand out. And the last thing I want to talk about are the voices. Now, some people don't like the fact that the voices were changed. They didn't go with the original voice actors. Well, I'm here to tell you that so far, what I've seen is absolutely beautiful. The voice acting is really great.
Oh, hey there, Null.
Alex, couldn't you hear me? I've been flying around calling your name for the past half hour looking for you. I should have known I'd find you here.
Where else would I be?
In honor of the great Dragon Master, Dine.
And it's so close to the originals that I couldn't even tell much of a difference at all. It still sounds great, and Null is actually not annoying in this voice. The original voice, very annoying. In this new voice, not at all. He sounds really great. So what do these JRPGs offer for the modern day player? Well, I can tell you in a nutshell, it's a magical, fantastic adventure, and it really is like coming home. Even if you haven't played these games before, these games are filled with a sense of innocence. It's young adventurers embarking on a journey. You're in your hometown of Berg, and you meet Alex, and you meet Luna and Ramus, and they're just these kids that are wanting to adventure in their lives. And it all starts out with going to meet the white dragon, Quark. And you go in there and you get the charge to start your new adventure of becoming a dragon master. And this all happens within the first 30 minutes of the game. And now you wonder, where is that adventure going to take you? It's a simple adventure, but there are some twists and turns that you don't see coming. This game is so charming in every way, and I love the care that's been put into bringing it to a new audience, a younger audience that did not experience it, and even some people that were around back then that just didn't get a chance to play these games. This game just has it all. It's so charming, as I said. That's the most perfect word for this game. It's so charming in every way. Your characters all walk together, especially as you get 6 of them, or 7 in some cases, and they all follow you around. And the care put into the pixel art is absolutely incredible. And I love how every little detail of the houses, of the towns, is so beautiful in its own way. How wonderful are these games? So let's go ahead and go into the unboxing of these wonderful classics, and then I'll finish out the video. Okay, everybody, here it is. Here is the Lunar Remastered Collection. I love the way the case looks and everything here. It's funny, I actually ordered this game the first day it was available, The only place you can order from is Amazon as of right now. And I ordered this at about 5:30 in the morning. And by about 1 o'clock that day, all of the copies were sold out on the Switch, on the PlayStation. The Xbox version still had some copies. As of right now, I don't think they've been restocked, and scalpers are boosting this price up to over $100 in some cases. I got my copy for about $54. So here is the back, and I'll just read this off really quick. A collection of 2 legendary RPGs, Lunar Silver Star Story, One Journey, One Destiny, Rise to become the Dragon Master and save the world. Got some great images from this wonderful game and some excellent pixel characters here. And then the second one, Ancient Powers Resurface. Will you unravel the mystery of the Destroyer? Let's go ahead and open it up. Here's the side of it here. Gung Ho Lunar Remastered Collection. Let's open it up and see. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. I hate opening up these cases and there being nothing on the inside except stark white. I don't like it. I don't know why companies are doing this. They don't need to do it. They need to include something inside. And so what's really great about these 2 games is you actually have a reversible cover. I'll go ahead and take that out. So this is really nice. So here's the cover I have it on currently. And this actually features characters from the second game. And then when you look at the other side, you have characters from the first game. So you can see there's Lunar 1 and all those great characters. And then you've got Lunar 2 characters. I love it. I'm glad they did that. Sorely needed. I wish that this was something that was in all of releases everywhere, that there were 2 covers. But I guess companies these days just don't want to put the money into it. Anyways, here is the game card. Again, amazing to me that these games fit on one tiny cartridge that I can hold in my hand. It's just really amazing to me still to this day in 2025 that so much information can be held on a little card. I wish that I had my originals, but sadly I sold them for good reasons. But it benefited both me and my sister financially, and they went to great homes there on eBay. And I'm glad that I have these now to look forward to looking at on the shelf. What a great collection piece. Love these games. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and hearing me talk about these games and how they were in the past and how they are now and how wonderful they are. So let's go ahead and wrap up the video. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to me and to check out this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed today's look back at some beautiful nostalgic RPGs that are loved the world over. I have absolutely enjoyed coming back to these wonderful games and I can't wait to play more of them. I hope that you get the opportunity to play these games and this review has helped you to make the decision of playing them again or playing them for the first time. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more looks at nostalgic titles such as Lunar, please make sure to like this video. It helps out a lot, and subscribe to my channel. I put out at least a couple of videos every week and I really enjoy what I'm doing. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I pray that you have a fantastic day and you enjoy whatever you're playing, be it Lunar or something else. I wish you happy gaming.